Hey YouTube, this is Nick. I am the owner of Calgary Custom Concepts, right over here. And I'm on YouTube. I'm making these videos because 10 years ago, I had a dream of being an entrepreneur. And I knew that's what I wanted to do. I knew, this is the industry I was interested in. I had the motivation, I had the drive, I was reading lots of books, I was excited, and I didn't make it happen. I didn't know how to move forward. I didn't have the confidence. I was lacking strategies. So I want to be the person that version of myself needed 10 years ago today, because now I do have the business, I do have the strategies, I do know what it takes to start. So I want to share that whole journey of going from, zero, having no clue, being scared, afraid, not taking action, being paralyzed in analysis, to, running a successful business with employees. So today's message or lesson, this is about how I got here, how I ended up in Calgary running Calgary Custom Concepts, because I moved my entire company, I picked it up, I moved it across the country, 3,300 kilometers. That's, 2,700 miles. That's a long way. So all the way from the east in Ontario to Calgary, Alberta. And the reason why I did is because my wife landed a job out here in Calgary, out of med school, so she's doing her residency as a doctor, and I said, okay, this is my job, is to come with my wife and support her. And I had my small, business. It was part-time business back then, which I had been wanting to take full-time. I said, okay, perfect. This is the opportunity. Life, the universe, God is giving me this opportunity to go from part-time to full-time, which is what I wanted to do, and to, really have a go at running a business. So I picked up all my tools, all my machines, loaded everything into a moving truck. We were very short notice on moving out here, so we didn't have a lot of time. We didn't even have enough time to hire movers, so we loaded everything into a truck ourselves, drove out here. It took 5 days. I arranged a commercial space, licensing, contractor license, insurance. There was lots of hoops to jump through, right? So if you're interested, I'm going to break that down. Leave a comment or say, what was it like taking an Ontario business and registering it in another province? If you're in the States, you're moving across state lines. What does that entail? What does that look like? I'm happy to share how that process went, and it was actually a lot easier than I thought. They're very helpful. There's some paperwork to do, a few forms. It cost maybe $500, let's say $1,000 between the business licensing, everything that was required. I got into my commercial space, so it was ready. The day that our moving truck that we arrived in Calgary, the following day I came, picked up the keys, moved everything in. I'll show you a video about that by myself, all the table saws and planers and equipment. But it was great, and I'm very glad that I made the move, because that's opened up these huge avenues of opportunity in Calgary. I've been here 14 months now, so it's still a new business. But it really demanded that I grow as a person, because I wanted the business to grow, and especially in a new city where you don't know anyone. My wife had one aunt and uncle. Otherwise, didn't know anyone in the city. Didn't have a customer base. Nobody knew our name. It was a brand new name. I just came up with it. And going from zero to 14 months later, we're at 3 employees. We're doing $40,000 a month right now on average. So it was a big shift, and there were so many learning opportunities, and that's what I want to share with you. So thank you for watching this one, and subscribe if you want to hear more about what I had to learn in a very short period of time. I had learned before then, but this absolutely demanded that I learn, that I pay attention, that I act, that I learn from my mistakes. I made lots of mistakes. I don't want people to have to learn the hard way. I want to show you, the easier way to do it. So once again, thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for the next videos.